touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Texas A&M's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that he...
The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
When you're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
Pulls it in. It's Pena. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. It's the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Again,
it's picked up, and they're hitting the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
and the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Flips the field into the straight. He has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to swing it on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And those outside outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Texas A&M going quickly. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of the times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's James. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Aggies in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Aggie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. Just through behind his back. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're running that right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Falls in. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly, high end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Whistle halftime. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive for their own 22. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
There we go. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got it. He's got it out of bounds. They're marking at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out of the half. He's got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they got it down to the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you win the first half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Makes the catch. It's Pena. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Pena. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they could.
He gets there. 14-yard line.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. 1st and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. It's a incomplete pass, 2nd and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe throw up to one of the big fellas. They got to find something better to execute down here in Memphis.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring it 4th down. They'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle.
got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Nice move there. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Pena.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pena. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on. Okay.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his play. Nice work.
On third down, he drops the throw. On target to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Takes the easy one to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here on the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Intercepted. The defense is set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Looking down the left side. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to. All got away from him.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
With the catch, it's Pena. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Gets it out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The screen, and watch out. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.